Hello, anybody that might join. My name is Christopher Wood, and I am a 6-year revenge retaliation victim of very seriously dangerous Lennox and Addington, Ontario provincial police, very seriously dangerous mental health workers, justice of the peace, doctors, and drug addict accomplices in Napanee, Ontario. I am a 6-year revenge retaliation, full physical identity theft, injure, torture, mutilate, slave trafficked, was made homeless for a full year, medically blacklisted, stalked, kidnapped, attempted murder, and like I said, full actual physical identity theft victim of Lennox and Addington, Ontario provincial police who were human traffickers, sex slave traffickers, guilty of possible multiple homicides. Ex-Chief or Commander, year 2019, he drove a white Jeep Wrangler. He is a pedophile, sex slave trafficker. Staff Sergeants, years 2019, 2021, kidnapping and sodomy sex assault. Shannon Cork, Robert Lucas, Dave Weiss, Constable Ward, Stacy, a mental health worker that was Napanee Daily Tea Company, now Kingston AMHS, Shelley Hafner, OPP, and Lennox Addington, Ontario, and mental health worker. And there is also a Kathy Petard. There is very seriously criminal doctors who are involved in co-committing with criminal negligence and intent to commit and cover up file falsifications, treatment refusals, discriminations, to have me medically blacklisted, to prevent me helping proof. Girlfriend to Stacy, Kingston AMHS, Dr. Tatiana Vakadinovic. She also goes by Dr. Marky V. She is guilty of file falsifying my medical records, for treatment refusals, for discrimination, for blacklisting, to prevent me help other doctors who are criminally negligent in discrimination, treatment refusals through the file falsifications, so I would not get the help I need. I've been trying for Dr. Joy Hadley, Dr. Barton, Dr. Pritchard, Dr. Waldron, Dr. McGregor, ex-CEO, Cubby Duck, and patient relations are guilty of co-committing and covering up very serious crimes against me. No matter what I have been able to prove, I have not been able to get help. I have been through serious skull deforming, serious identity changes, and the reason all of this happened was because I found out about human trafficking, human sex trade, slavery trafficking, homeless exploitation for monetary gain, and possible money laundering through omission through charitable means. And as a result, back in August of 2019, XOPP Chief or Commander, the one that drove the white Jeep Wrangler, he drove by at a previous address. He waved at me. Sorry, I am completely and totally numb on the right side of my head. I'm having a lot of problem thinking. It feels like I'm getting air pumping through me. But August of 2019, he pulled up at the stoplights on Bridge and Center Street. He waved at me because I was at a previous address at around there. When I waved back, a black truck pulled up. They pointed something, they shot it. It went into my ear. That's when I started having problems. I have been stalked, kidnapped, seriously tortured once again. Very serious mutilations. My lungs, my kidneys. When I eat, my food goes to the right side of my body. I have piss and shit that go through my head and my face. I now, after I was shot, no surgeries prior to or after it, now have a tube that comes up from my groin to my right nipple, from my right nipple in my chest to my throat, from my throat to the back of my head. And that is where I get air pumping through me, and I get piss and shit going through my head and my face. This is me going to Ontario Provincial Police just to show from then till now the changes. I look nothing like this. The full physical identity theft that I have been through, and the reason I went through was because of what I am about to show you. Wood here. I'm just standing outside the OPP office. I come to get paperwork to file attempted homicide charges against, to make it official, against the chief of police, against Spencer Mills, against staff sergeant, and against Shannon Cork. And right now it is about 9 a.m. and I am fearing for my life right here standing outside of OPP. I just want to make that noted. I look absolutely nothing like that, and this is the reason why I started to go through my identity theft. I have had 389 days of being injured, tortured, brain damaged, lobotomized, arrest refusals, laughs in faces. So I want to make this official, and I'm standing outside of Lennox and Annington OPP to get the paperwork to make this official. And like I said, I am fearing for my life right now. This video is actually 7 minutes long, but a lot of it was blocked out. A lot of the voice, they done something to my fucking phone or whatever, and a lot of the voices got blocked out. Hurry up and do your thing. Check me out. Go ahead. If anything does happen to me, I have no criminal record or history. I have done nothing wrong but report on police crimes on me. If anything happens today, it is because of me filing this report. That's exactly what happened. Also, maybe a little bit of revenge. Hey. What's going on? What's your name? I'd like you to stay back from me. Sorry? I'm here to get paperwork. For what? To file. For what? For what? I just need paperwork to file homicide charges against you guys. So, I need paperwork. Okay, but I have no idea what you're talking about. You're going to have to give me a little bit more than that. Okay, I'm going to... What's your name? I came here to get paperwork from OPP, and I am refused paperwork. I just told you, attempted homicide. Okay, but you have to tell me a little bit more about that. No, I don't. I will file the papers and bring them back. I am allowed to do that. Okay. No, I don't. I need to get the papers to file them, and I also need badge numbers. Okay, but I have no idea what you're talking about. I have no idea what papers you need. To file a report, to file a police report against cops is why I'm here. All right, you want to come in and talk about that? No, I don't want to come in. I'm fearing for my life standing here with all you guys. I've done nothing wrong. Well, I'm not saying you did anything wrong. I know, but I'm not coming near you. And that's when the voices got blocked out, but the video is actually like 7 minutes and 35 seconds long. And after me going to OPP, I started to get stalked. That's when I was shot. Spencer Mills 14716 showing up at my door with a guy from mental health to threaten me to let me know that if I did not stop talking about what was taking place, there would be serious consequences, and he was 100% right. When people go murdered and missing, people disappear. I would seriously check Lennox and Addington, Ontario provincial police. As anybody can see, I now look nothing like I did now from my video, and I've been through serious fucking changes with 100% proof and not being able to do a damn thing about it. My medical rights, my legal rights, my human rights have been taken from me. Well, this is happening to me. Christopher Sean Wood is pretty much dead. Congratulations. I have absolutely no feeling in my head, absolutely no feeling in my face. Doctors, as a matter of fact, think hypoxia is a computer game and a lie. Oh, that was just the picture of the cop walking up to me. But there was no voice, there's no sound.
Eastwood here. Went to OPP to see about having Spencer Mills' wife, William Woolridge, arrested. No luck. They looked at me, and they looked and thought this was a big freaking joke because it has to do with gang stalking, because it has to do with stalking, because I'm a man. I was not being taken serious. So all they wanted to do is get my information so they could check me out. I am tired of this fucking bullshit. I'm almost 50 years old, and I'm not doing it no more. Eastwood here. Went to OPP.
I am now 52 years old. This is a picture of me before another one before my changes to me of what I used to look like. Especially over the last 3 days, even from last night, I done a live video on here. And I did say by the end of my video that I would look totally different today or the next time that I done another video, and I do 100%. So if anybody wants to see that, they are more than welcome to check out my live video from last night, November 9th, 2025. And it will show and prove more to me saying it, and it has happened. My skull has been flattened, it's been rounded out, it's been shortened, it's been widened, it's been elongated, it's been many different shapes and sizes. And that's before I got the tree on my hand with my name on it. I would go to the hospital and they were conveniently getting phone calls stating that I am a suicidal self-harmer, which is not true in any way, shape, or form. Never have been, never will be. But because I had long hair at the time and my tattoos, whoever the call came from, it was automatically believed to be true. So I was not treated and I was not taken serious about why I was there to get help. Kind of funny. I'm going to a fucking hospital to get help to try to find out what's going on with me, and they're getting phone calls stating that I am a suicidal self-harmer. I don't fucking think so. That is 100% bullshit lie. 100% bullshit lie. I would never ever attempt such a fucking thing. And there's a picture of my skull where it looks like I have fingers coming up through the back of my head. It's not like that now. And while I've been going through every bit of this, I've not been able to get medical help. So I just imagine how much excruciating fucking pain I am in constantly on a daily basis as my fucking head and my face are being constantly deformed. Knowing that I cannot get fucking medical help, I am also the end of my bloodline as well. Ontario Provincial Police, the ones named, including Spencer Mills 14716 and Robert Kane 7224, are guilty of first-degree murder with intent to commit, premeditate, and conspired. I have been trying for 5 fucking years, or 6 years, sorry, to try to get arresting and charging on these pieces of shit. I have been trying to get medical help. I have went through all the processes of trying private prosecution and everything else, and no luck because it is the police and it is their accomplices. $22,000 to have anybody arrested in Napanee because they are drug-fed, money-paid pieces of shit, lowlives who are work with them for OPP and are aiding them and committing fucking homicides for them. They're all registered sex offenders, child molesters, and drug addicts that are co-offending with fucking OPP and getting well protected because it protects everybody else. This is one of the people involved. He is an older guy. His name is Harry Hartwick. He is approximately 85 years old. He is my cousin. He is approximately 85 years old. He is guilty of brain injuring me. He is guilty of skull splitting me. He's guilty of torture crimes on me. He is guilty of very serious crimes on me as a child, also in Winnipeg, Manitoba, where he stripped me down naked, beat the shit out of me, put tuck tape on my testicles, made me stand in a corner for 4.5 hours while he beat the shit out of my mother and my older brother at the time because I would not eat a pickled onion. And he is now involved again with his nephew Dale, involved in my identity theft and crimes on me, and it can be 100% fucking proven, regardless of his age. I've also been proving too how I've been going through this, and it all started to happen after I was shot by the ex-OPP chief or commander before he left in the ear with whatever it was he shot me with. So I'm just looking for something else, sorry. Here's me going to OPP that day.
This Crestwood here, I'm headed in towards OPP to see about getting Spencer Mills' wife, Wade Woolridge, arrested and charged today. Stalking, injuring, torturing. Let's see what happens.
See, here's the tube I have coming up in my throat now. It's not like that right now, but it comes up in my throat. That goes from my groin to my right nipple, to my throat, and to the back of my head, where I get air and piss and shit going through me all the time now, and I've never had that previous to being shot. No surgeries either. And here it is going up to the back of my head, and my spine has also been completely fucked on me. This is certainly not normal, not in any way, shape, or form. Here's another serious identity change I've been through. Once again, the picture of my skull, the back of my head, where it looks like I actually have fingers or something coming up through my fucking skull. But it's not like that now. Interesting. Here's another. And these are the lowlives that are involved doing this to me. The ones that are guilty of also stalking and killing my mother and guilty of killing 2 of my dogs, as well as doing this to me with and for the police. This guy here, his name is Bill Wooldridge. He has many alias names. He goes by Bill Wooldridge, Bill Cooldridge, Bill Delarosable, James Bubbles, Stephen Mabin, and Robert Cross. He lives at 149 Center Street, North Napanee, Ontario. He is now bald and glasses, approximately 65 years old. And he is also a friend and associated to ex-Colonel Williams, the serial killer, and a copycat of his, I do believe. This guy here. His name is the Butt Plug Hustler. He thinks that he played in the NHL for the Philadelphia Flyers and Hartford Whalers. He recently sodomized a child who is now afraid to get medical or legal help from the repercussions that it would bring to him and his family through the cops in the hospital upon this kid because of this bastard's crime to him. He is guilty of stalking me. He is highly obsessed. He is a sex slave trafficker. He is a homosexual, and he is jealous of the long hair that I used to have. He is guilty of torture crimes on me, and he is guilty of attempted murder with intent to commit. His name is Bert Hustler. He lives on Dundas and Center Street in Napanee in a building called the Old Campbell House. Normally, I would not give out addresses, but these are killers, and they're working with them for the cops. They're also getting free drugs. They're all registered sex offenders as well. Sex slave traffickers and drug traffickers with and for OPP committing fucking homicides and torture crimes, slavery, money laundering, welfare disabilities, bank frauds, pension frauds, old age frauds, insurance frauds, have access to fucking bank skimming cards where they can rip off people. This is what's taking place in Napanee with these motherfuckers. This is Brandon Berry. He is guilty of attempted murder on me. This guy here, his name is Raymond LeBlanc. He is guilty of criminal stalking. He is guilty of torturing and killing my dog March 24th, 2023. And he is guilty of attempted murder on me. Him and his roommate Sam. Guilty of first-degree attempted murder with intent to commit. Guilty of identity theft, guilty of stalking, guilty of torture crimes, Ontario Provincial Police, Constable Detective Blair Hardy Kane, brother or son to Ontario Provincial Police Drug Cop Robert Kane, 7224. He is guilty of rapes, welfare disability thefts or pension frauds, bank frauds. He's guilty of stalking and killing my mother December 20th, 2020, attempted murder on me, and he is a meth trafficker. And once again, alleged Ontario Provincial Police Constable Detective Blair Hardy Kane. Tony Anthony Axel Rose Hearns. He is guilty of brain injury me, skull splitting me, torture crimes, body mutilations, attempted sex assault, attempted paralyzing me. He is guilty of blinding me in my right eye, serious skull splitting me, and attempted murder with his boyfriend Dale Hartwick. And this is him right there, guilty of attempted murder for drop charges for stabbing he committed to his wife's or ex-wife's boyfriend And he personally told me himself that he is working with them for the fucking cops. As I said, he is my cousin. Tortured and killed my dog March 23rd, or March 24th, 2023. Guilty of attempted arson on a previous address, death threats, identity theft. I have pictures where I look just like him, and I am a hell of a lot older than this low-life piece of shit. He is approximately 30, 35, and I am 52 once again. He is Robert Kane, fall down #1 rat informant, low-life, and he's guilty of attempted murder on me with and for OPP with intent. Mr. Fentanyl drug trafficker, overdoser, guilty of criminal stalking for 6 fucking years, guilty of injuring and torturing. He's a stroke victim, but he's still very seriously dangerous. He's a crackhead, sells laced fentanyl between Napanee and Kingston. He is guilty of a possible murder in 2021, and he is guilty of identity theft with the intent to commit identity disability and insurance fraud against me and attempted murder. Jason Van Alstyne, originally from Moscow, Ontario. Here's another picture of me. So if anybody thinks that full physical identity thefts and changes cannot happen to someone, I am proof that it can, and it has happened. As I said, when OPP, traffic, frame, and murder, families are murdered and missing, it is possibly Ontario provincial police. How many others has this been done to, and they have gotten away with it? I have been going through this for 6 years while not being able to get help, no matter what I've been able to prove. This is once again how they traffic, frame, and are murdering, illegally arresting victims, getting their blood, pictures, prints, signatures, and everything else they need against them for forgeries, framings, and frauds. The lies, the time buying, the waiting, cover-ups till it's done, and then they can use bullshit narratives to lie and have their murders covered up as other. Congratulations. Once again, Ontario Provincial Police ex-chief or commander, whether in Napanee or not, that drove the white Jeep Wrangler, guilty of attempted murder with intent to commit. The one that had me shot. Staff Sergeant, years 2019-2021. Shannon Cork, Robert Lucas, Dave Weiss, Constable Ward, Stacy Kingston, AMHS, Shelley Huffner or Hafner, Spencer Mills 14716, Robert Kane 7224, Dr. Tatiana Vakadinovic, girlfriend to Stacy, Lennox in Addington County General Hospital. She assured everything against me. The hospital even had me falsely charged and arrested twice to prevent anything legal on them for the crimes that they are guilty of. As I said, I have been trying to get charges on cops, doctors, and others since this began on me, and I've not been able to get anywhere. No medical help, no legal rights, no medical rights.
No, Trappy, get in here.
As I said, I am also the end of my bloodline, and I just recently, as a matter of a couple days ago, had this not celebrate, but sort of celebrate the passing of my father for 51 years that he has been gone, and I am also there, and I am the end of my bloodline as well. So they killed my mother, my dogs, and they're getting away with murdering me. and they will have it covered up. I 100% guarantee it. But the thing is I don't do drugs, and I'm certainly not suicidal, so they're not going to use those bullshit fucking line narratives to have my fucking murder covered up for them. Is that no, it will not be self-done in any way, shape, or form. This is what happens when you speak police crimes in Napanee and you try to save lives. You become a murder victim yourself. Very fucking successfully done, OPP. Okay, I think I've showed enough, but there's not been anything I've been able to do about this, so I hope this is seen by at least one person, liked and shared, because I need serious help. I have no medical rights, legal rights, or human rights, and anything done to me, I'm fucked. I cannot get medical help in Ontario, and as I said, this full right side of my head is completely and totally gone, so the damage is done. I have no brain stimulation whatsoever in any way, shape, or form. And no, it's not from drugs. I do not do drugs. I am highly against the fucking garbage. Highly against them. I've lost too many friends and family, including a niece from the junk, so I have nothing to do with any of that fucking garbage. Nothing synthetic. And I don't even drink alcohol. Kind of funny how I'm looking a lot like a Hartwick right now. This is me too. I have lost serious fucking skull. It's been seriously shortened, more rounded out as well. Especially from the time of me going to OPP in the video that I showed till now. There is also another guy involved too that I never tell. And him and his brother are, one is a cop and his brother who is also involved. He is a gang stalker and a serious crackhead as well. And I have his picture here to show too, who is also involved. And as soon as I get a chance, the first time, I am actually going to file a lawsuit against his brother, the cop, for the crimes he is guilty of: criminal stalking against me, slander, using CEW on me as well, injuring and torturing with him for his crackhead fucking brother. This is a gang stalker. And the first chance I get, I am pressing charges, or I am suing for the crimes that's been done to me. First off, I'm going to go for a minimum 200,000, and then I am going to go for a minimum of 100 million or 150 million dollars on Ontario provincial police. I am going to go for 150 million dollars. This is my intent to sue Lennox and Addington, Ontario Provincial Police, Lennox and Addington County General Hospital, the Justice of the Peace and Mental Health, Napanee, and AMHS. Nobody is arrestable without $22,000. So congratulations, somebody has to pay, and I am not going to be fucking taking a fall, no matter what is done to me. You stole my identity. You stole my mother's life. You stole my dog's life, and now you're in the process of taking my life, and also for disability, to commit fucking fraud as well for your fucking drugs, you pieces of shit garbage. Chris Wood. Chris Wood. I am 52 years old. Love all, hate none. Please hit the like, share, subscribe. At least one person. I need help.